You keep waiting for the right time. You keep telling yourself that once things calm down, once the money comes in, once the kids are older, once you feel ready, then you'll start. But let me tell you something you already know. Deep down, in the place where you keep the truths you're afraid to look at. That time is never coming. There is no perfect season. There is no green light waiting at the end of the road that says, now. Now it's safe. Now you can begin. You are waiting for a season that will never arrive. And while you wait, life is not waiting for you. The days are still passing. The calendar is still turning. The person you could have become is standing on the other side of a door you keep refusing to open, wondering why you never showed up. I want to be honest with you today. Not cruel, not harsh for the sake of it, but honest. The way a real friend is honest when everyone else is just being polite. It's not the economy that's holding you back. It's not your boss. It's not the government. It's not your childhood, your background, your bad luck, or the people who wronged you. I'm not saying those things didn't hurt. I'm not saying life is fair. It isn't. But here is the hard truth. None of those things are the reason you're stuck today. The reason you're stuck is your philosophy. The way you think, the way you decide, the way you set down your dreams every single night and promise to pick them back up tomorrow. A tomorrow that keeps getting further away. You are the architect of your own life. But right now, you're building a house you don't want to live in. And the strangest part? You have the blueprints. You have the tools. You have everything you need to build something magnificent. You've just convinced yourself that someone else is supposed to hand you permission first. So today, I'm going to take that excuse away from you. Gently, but completely. Because you don't need permission. You need a decision. Let me ask you a question. Why do two people, standing in the same city, breathing the same air, facing the same economy, born into similar circumstances, why does one of them build a life of meaning and abundance, while the other stays exactly where they started? Same country, same opportunities, same 24 hours in a day. One thrives, one survives. What's the difference? It isn't luck. Luck is too small a word to carry that much weight. It isn't intelligence. The world is full of brilliant people going nowhere. It isn't talent. Talent, untended, rots on the vine like fruit nobody bothered to pick. The difference is philosophy. The set of ideas you carry in your mind about what is possible, about what you deserve, and about what you're willing to do. Your philosophy is the software running your life. And here is what almost nobody wants to admit. If your life isn't changing, it's because your philosophy isn't changing. You can change your job, but if you carry the same philosophy into the new one, you'll recreate the same misery in a different building. You can move to a new city, but you'll bring yourself with you. You can find a new partner, but if you haven't grown, you'll dance the same painful dance to a new song. Wherever you go, you take your thinking with you. So the question is never really, how do I change my circumstances? The real question is, how do I change the person who created these circumstances? That's the philosophy gap. The gap between the person you are and the person your dreams require you to become. Now, most people spend their whole lives trying to close that gap from the outside. They chase the money, the title, the house, the approval, and they wonder why, even when they get some of it, they still feel empty. Because you cannot solve an inside problem with an outside answer. The garden doesn't grow because you shout at it. The garden grows because you tend the soil. And your life is the garden. Your mind is the soil. And right now, I say this with love. You've been letting weeds grow where you should have planted seeds. There's a law that runs through everything. It runs through the fields, through the seasons, through your bank account, through your body, through your relationships, and through your soul. It's called the law of sowing and reaping. And it is beautifully, brutally simple. You will reap what you sow, not what you wish for, not what you talk about, not what you post online, not what you promise yourself in the dark. You reap what you plant. Now here's what most people get wrong about this law. They plant a seed on Monday, and by Tuesday they're standing over the dirt, arms crossed, demanding a harvest. Where's my tree? Where's my fruit? I did the work. Where's the reward? And when the ground stays quiet, they get discouraged. They dig the seed back up to see if it's growing. And by digging it up, they kill the very thing they were trying to grow. Let me tell you how the harvest actually works. You plant in spring. You don't see anything for a while. The seed goes down into the darkness, and the darkness looks like nothing is happening. But underground, where you can't see, the roots are spreading. The foundation is forming. Life is organizing itself in the silence. Then comes summer, and summer is when you have to defend what you planted. The weeds come, the pests come, the heat comes. Summer is the season where you find out how serious you really were in the spring. Most people quit in the summer. They planted their seed with enthusiasm, and then the first hard season came, and they walked away from the field. And then they have the nerve to say the law doesn't work. The law always works. It worked when you quit. It just gave you the harvest of quitting. Because here's the other half of this law, the half nobody likes. If you plant nothing, you don't get nothing. You get weeds. Nature does not tolerate an empty field. Leave the soil alone, and it will fill itself with whatever blows in on the wind. Neglect is not neutral. If you're not deliberately planting a good life, life is planting an accidental one for you. So let me ask you, plainly, and just between us, what have you been planting? In your mind, in your habits, in your mornings, in the small unseen choices nobody claps for. Because whatever you're harvesting today, the good and the hard, you planted it. In some season you've probably already forgotten. And whatever you plant today, you will harvest in a season you can't yet see. That should scare you a little, but mostly, it should set you free. Because it means the next harvest is still yours to choose. Now we come to the hardest word in the English language, discipline. People flinch when they hear it. They think it means punishment, cold showers and grim faces, and a joyless life of denial. It doesn't. Let me tell you what discipline really is. Discipline is the bridge between the person you are and the person you want to become. Discipline is the bridge between your goals and your accomplishments. Discipline is the bridge between wishing and having. Everything you want is on the other side of that bridge. And discipline is the only way across. You can stand on this side and wish all you want. Wishing is free. Wishing costs you nothing. And that's exactly the problem, because it also gives you nothing. Discipline costs something. That's why it's worth something. Here is a truth I want you to carry for the rest of your life. We all suffer one of two pains, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. The difference is, discipline weighs ounces. Regret weighs tons. The pain of discipline is small and daily. It's the early alarm. The workout you don't feel like doing. The book instead of the screen. The word no when everyone around you is saying yes. The extra hour when you're tired. Each one is light. Each one is bearable. Each one is over in a moment. But the pain of regret is heavy and permanent. It's lying awake at 50, wondering what your life could have been. It's watching someone else live the dream you abandoned. It's the quiet, aching knowledge that you had it in you, and you let it slip. The discipline you feel now, in small doses. Regret you feel later, all at once and forever. So choose your pain, because make no mistake, you are going to feel one of them. Discipline is the choice. Discipline is the bridge. Discipline is the price. And the price is always paid in advance. Let me say something that will offend the part of you that's been making excuses, but will liberate the part of you that's ready to grow. Nobody is coming to save you. No mentor, no method, no motivational video, not even this one, is going to change your life. I can show you the bridge. I cannot carry you across it. You have to walk, one disciplined step at a time. Here is where most people go wrong, And I want you to hear this one clearly, because it might be the most important thing I say today. Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. Read that again. Let it land. Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. Because if you get an easier life, you stay the same size. But if you become a better person, you can handle any life. Most people spend their whole existence praying for lighter loads. Please let it be easier. Please let the problems be fewer. Please let the road be smooth. And that's the wrong prayer. Because an easy life doesn't make you strong. It makes you soft. And soft people are crushed by the first real weight life sets on their shoulders. The wiser prayer is this. Let me become stronger. Let me become wiser. Let me become the kind of person who can carry what needs carrying. Don't ask for fewer problems. Ask for more skills. Don't ask for less challenge. Ask for more capacity. Because your income will rarely exceed your personal development. Your relationships will rarely exceed your emotional growth. Your success will rarely exceed your character. The size of your life is determined by the size of the person living it. So if you want your life to get bigger, you don't chase a bigger life. You become a bigger person. And the beautiful thing about becoming better is this. Nobody can take it from you. They can take your money. They can take your job. They can take your possessions in a single bad season. But what you have become, the discipline you've built, the wisdom you've earned, the character you've forged, that goes with you everywhere. If you were to lose everything tomorrow, the person you've become would rebuild it all. Faster the second time, because now you know how. That's why we work harder on ourselves than we do on our jobs. If you work hard on your job, you'll make a living. If you work hard on yourself, you'll make a fortune. And I don't just mean money. I mean a fortune of the spirit, a fortune of the mind, a life you're actually proud to be living. Now, I know what part of you is thinking. That sounds good, but my one small effort today won't matter. What difference does one book make? One workout? One saved dollar? One hard conversation? One good decision in an ocean of days? Let me tell you about the most misunderstood force in all of human achievement. It's the compounding of small, consistent actions over time. One decision doesn't change your life, but one decision, repeated 10,000 times, becomes your life. Success is not one giant leap. Success is 1,000 small steps you were willing to take when nobody was watching and nobody was clapping. The problem is that the small steps are so small, they feel insignificant. You read for 30 minutes, nothing happens. You do it again the next day, nothing happens. And your ego, which wants fireworks, whispers, "This is pointless. Quit." But here's the secret the impatient never discover. The results of discipline are delayed, but they are not denied. You are being paid. You just can't see the deposits yet. Think of the person who saves a little money every month. For years, it looks like nothing, a trickle, a joke. And then one day, quietly, the interest starts earning more than they put in, and the mountain builds itself. Think of the person who reads a little every day. For a while, they seem no different. And then one day you notice. They speak with weight. They see things others miss. They've become someone. Think of the person who exercises a little each morning. 6 months of it changes almost nothing you can see. 5 years of it changes everything you can't hide. That's the law of the harvest applied to your habits. Small disciplines, repeated with consistency every day, lead to great achievements gained slowly over time. But it works the other way too, and this is the warning. Small errors in judgment, repeated every day, lead to failure and ruin gained just as slowly. The little indulgence today, the skipped effort today, the "I'll start tomorrow" today, none of them will hurt you today. That's the trap. They're too small to hurt you today. But repeated 1,000 times, they will quietly bankrupt your future while you're not looking. So the question is not, will today's small choice matter? The question is, which direction is today's small choice pointing me? Because you are always compounding. You are always either building or eroding. There is no standing still. Now I want to talk to you about failure. Because somewhere along the way, someone sold you a lie. They told you that failure is the opposite of success. It isn't. Failure isn't a destination. It's a season. Life comes in seasons, and you cannot have spring without having first walked through winter. Winter comes. It always comes. It comes to the wise and the foolish, the rich and the poor, the disciplined and the lazy. The winters of life, the losses, the setbacks, the heartbreaks, the failures, they come to everyone. They are not a sign that you did something wrong. They are a sign that you're alive. The question is never, how do I avoid winter? You can't. Nobody can. The question is, what kind of person will I be when winter comes? Because winter has a purpose. Winter is where the strong are made. Winter strips away everything that isn't essential. Winter teaches you what you're actually made of. Weak people are destroyed by winter. Strong people are refined by it. And here's the promise buried in the cold ground. After every winter, there is a spring. Always, without exception. It is written into the design of the world. You will not stay down forever unless you decide to lie there. The failure you're facing right now is not the end of your story. It's a season in your story. And seasons change. But, and this matters, you have to do winter's work while it's winter. Spring doesn't reward the people who slept through the cold. Spring rewards the people who kept planting, kept preparing, kept believing, even when the ground was frozen and the sky gave them no reason to. Learn to handle the winters, and you'll earn the springs. Learn from your failures, and they stop being failures. They become tuition. Every setback you've survived taught you something. Every heartbreak added depth. Every closed door pointed you down a hallway you needed to walk. Don't waste your winters wishing they were summers. Do the work that winter is asking of you. And when spring comes, and it will come, you'll be ready to plant a harvest bigger than any you've ever known. Now let's come down out of the clouds and put our feet on the ground. Because philosophy without action is just entertainment. You didn't come here to feel good for an hour and then go back to the exact same life. You came here to change. So let's talk about today. Not 5 years from now. Not someday. Today. Because today is the only thing you actually have. Yesterday is a canceled check. Tomorrow is a promissory note. Today is cash in your hand. And most people are letting it fall through their fingers. So here is what you do. First, you decide. Not, I'll try. Trying is what people say when they've already left themselves a way out. You decide. You draw a line in the sand of your own life and you say, this is where the old me ends and the new me begins. The moment of decision is the moment your destiny changes. Not the moment you finish, the moment you decide. Second, you pick one discipline, just one. Don't try to change your entire life by Friday. That's how people burn out and quit by Monday. Pick one small discipline you can do every single day. 1. Read 10 pages. Walk 20 minutes. Wake up an hour earlier. Write 1 page. Save $1. Have the one hard conversation you've been avoiding. Make it small enough that you cannot fail, and important enough that it points you toward who you want to become. Third, you do it whether you feel like it or not. And this is the whole game right here. This is the difference between the people who change and the people who don't. The amateur waits to feel motivated. The person who wins does it anyway. Motivation is a mood, and you cannot build a life on a mood. You build a life on discipline, on doing the thing when the feeling isn't there. Some mornings you'll be inspired. Enjoy those. But most mornings you'll be tired, distracted, doubtful, and unmotivated. Do it anyway. That's the title of everything I'm telling you today, and it might as well be the title of a life well lived. Do it anyway. Do it tired. Do it scared. Do it when nobody notices. Do it when it doesn't seem to be working. Do it when the ground is frozen and the harvest is nowhere in sight. Do it anyway. Because the disciplines you do when you don't feel like it are the ones that build the person you've always wanted to be. And fourth, you do it again tomorrow. That's it. That's the whole secret. There is no secret. Decide. Choose one discipline. Do it whether you feel like it or not. Repeat 10,000 times. And one day you'll look up and not recognize the life you're living, because it will be so much larger than the one you started with. Now let me paint you a picture. I want you to imagine a person 1 year from today. This person got up a little earlier than they wanted to, most days. They read a little, even when the show was calling. They saved a little, even when the sale was tempting. They kept a few promises to themselves that nobody else ever knew about. They weren't perfect. They missed some days. They fell down. But every time they got back up and did it anyway. Now, look at that person 1 year later. They stand differently. They speak differently. There's a steadiness in their eyes that wasn't there before, because they've proven something to the only person whose opinion truly runs their life, themselves. They've built a track record of keeping their word to themselves. And do you know what that produces? Self-respect. Real self-respect. The kind you can't fake and nobody can give you. Now imagine that same person 5 years from today. The small disciplines have compounded into something you'd almost call luck if you didn't know better. Opportunities find them because they've become the kind of person opportunities look for. Their health, their finances, their relationships, their mind. All of it has been quietly, steadily climbing, one disciplined day at a time. They are not the same person who once sat exactly where you are sitting right now, wondering if change was even possible. That person is you. That is not a fantasy. That is not wishful thinking. That is simply what happens, mechanically, inevitably, when a human being applies discipline to their days over time. The law works whether you believe in it or not. Plant the seeds, tend the garden, cross the bridge, do the work of the winter, and the harvest will come. But here is the other picture, and I won't hide it from you, because a real friend shows you both roads. Imagine the person who heard all of this today, nodded along, felt something stir, and then did nothing. Same excuses, same delays, same "I'll start Monday" that never becomes a Monday. 5 years from now, that person is exactly where they are today. Only older, only more tired, only carrying 5 more years of regret that gets heavier every single morning. Same person, same potential, 2 completely different lives. And the only thing that separated them was what they chose to do the day they heard the truth. Today is that day. This is that moment. The 2 roads split right here. So let me bring it all home. You are not stuck because of the economy. You are not stuck because of your past. You are not stuck because of other people. You are where you are because of the philosophy you've been living by. And that, my friend, is the best news you could ever receive. Because philosophy can change, and it can change today, in an instant, in a decision. You don't have to fix your whole life tonight. You just have to plant one seed, cross one small stretch of the bridge, do one hard thing you don't feel like doing, and then do it again tomorrow. The person you want to be is not out of reach. They're just on the other side of a few thousand disciplined days, and every one of those days begins with a single choice you are fully capable of making. You have everything you need. You always did. You were just waiting for permission that was never going to come from anyone but you. So here is your permission. Consider it given. Now go. Don't wish it were easier. Become better. Don't wait for the season. Plant in the one you're in. Don't run from the winter. Let it make you. And whatever it costs, however hard it gets, however long the harvest takes to arrive, do it anyway. Because success is not something you pursue. Success is something you attract by the person you become. And the person you become is built by what you do. Not someday. Not when it's easier. Not when you feel like it. But today. The life you want is on the other side of the discipline you've been avoiding. Now go build the house you actually want to live in. You're the architect. You always were.